Hey, it's me again. My name is Eric. I'm writing some software. It animates faces and it lets you create interactive conversations with the faces. Let me demo what I've completed recently. Before I do that, this chat window is pretty stale. I will update it. I'll refresh it. I'll just clear it out. There we go. It's all clear. Now, demo. It's demo time. Okay. So I got this face over here. Got this script over here, or spiel as I call it. Spiel says what this guy is going to say. This is all his speech. When I click start, it will begin going through this whole spiel, and this guy's going to start talking, or at least his mouth will move as though he were talking, and his emotions will change to fit what's in the spiel. I'll go ahead and show you that. The difference is from yesterday when I completed some work, that pauses are added to his lip movements. Here we go. Those extra periods at the end, they cause a lengthy pause. Like each one of those is half a second of pausing. So it detects punctuation in the middle of the lines and adds pauses in the middle of line 2. Like here, you can see sloshing pause, don't worry, pause, I sealed it up. Okay, so he'll keep going through the whole thing with that. But I can also change the options, the conversation speed to very slow. And now he's talking very slow. And there's lots of time to interrupt him when he is pausing, like right there. You see his mouth closed, and that is a signal that you, the player, could interrupt or ask him something or say something that he would respond to. Now I'm debating adding some kind of like Wubba type voice where he's like wah 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 wah. Debating about that. If I do, I don't want to do much there, because what this whole system is designed to do is make it very easy to add voice acting to all these lines. So there's another tab over here, a screen that hasn't been fully created, but it would create like a recording script that contains every line that hasn't yet been recorded, and then once you have that recording, you can import it and it assigns everything to the correct line automatically. Then this guy would talk with real voice acting, which is kind of the gold standard, compared to text-to-speech or mumbling. So today, what I'm going to set out to do, I didn't give myself a lot of time, about an hour and 15 minutes, is hook up the speech recognition and just, I don't want to promise myself anything beyond just hooking it up and making sure it works. But what it would be used for eventually is it would take these replies that I add in and say, if you say one of these things, or if the thing you say contains these words in it, then the character will reply back to that particular thing that you said. And that's the point of speech recognition. And the pauses that I added in yesterday, those are points where you, the player, could speak, and it's like a break in the character talking where you can get in a word. So, yeah. Let's do that. That is my job today. So I've got one other screen that already has some code that I can pattern off of. Okay, init web speech, which I already did. Okay, web speech. Okay, so in its web speech, but that's not quite enough. There's some other code. All right. So let's go back to test interactions in a test. Then it's, what is it? Show init web speech here. I don't think I should. What is the best way to handle this? Because the thing with the web speech is it takes a little while. I'll show you how long it takes. Come over to speech, loading language model. That's the thing that takes time. Doesn't take too long though. I could picture one way of doing it where I just disable the test pane until the language model's loaded. That makes some sense. Yeah. So test interactions. I'll set another. Oops. Clean up my imports first. Okay, so I'll set another is web speech initialized. Yeah, that'll track that. What might make more sense though is to have a recognizer here. Okay, let's do that. Import recognizer. Yeah. Make this async. Should it be async? Doesn't need to be honest. Let's do this instead. Init web speech, then the recognizer comes from that. Okay, cool. Good guess. I do need to make that binding, but I'm not going to create that yet. Good guess, Copilot. It's like I just want to give Copilot credit for trying. Okay, let's get this guy defined. What is it? Init as, yeah, like that. Is that what I did on the other screen? Yeah, I did. Okay. Where's the extractor? Generate lifts text from audio buffer is what I end up calling. Okay. I guess that works because I loaded the language model with init web speech. Okay. So we'll come back to here. What? Oh, I got fooled by Copilot. It made me think something was defined that is not actually defined. Let's see what the actual init does. It's a promise to avoid. That makes some sense. Okay, how do I get a working recognizer? I totally forgot how to do it. I've done it before. Do I just initialize a recognizer? Yeah, that's it. I construct a recognizer. Give it a callback. Okay. So I got a little crazy with this. Let's see, if not recognizer. Recognizer. New recognizer. Is let's see. And let's just use this. No, let's do it that way. So I will also need to export a function that just says whether or not recognizer is ready. Is recognizer ready? What? I messed up somewhere. Okay, you're a Boolean. What is your issue? What is your issue? There's something kind of weird here. Oh, I gotta do this. No? Oh. Okay, got it. There we go. Okay, that's test interactions. And okay. Show me that again. See, this is where I kind of wish it would just show me the signature. You turn off Copilot and see if it'll do it with that. Yeah, it will. Okay. That's one argument that Copilot is slowing me down a little bit. It gets in the way of me actually learning the actual function signature from the IDE. Okay, so on partial, on start speaking, on stop speaking. Okay. I could probably bind these before it's ready, but let's just do, okay, on start, no, on partial, on start speaking, on stop speaking. Okay. Then up here we'll do and honestly, I could just log it to my transcript pane. So let's do that. Add text. Okay, I'll turn Copilot back on. There we go. Okay, I feel like I'm missing some things. What are they? Test pane needs to react to all this stuff. So let's go handle that. Okay. So I got to show one loading box for the face and a different one for the recognizer. Okay. Yeah, let's just call this loading box. Doesn't need to be different for. I don't need one style for a face loading box and another one for a language model, so I'll just rename that to be more generic. Face loading box just changes to loading box. Okay, check my imports. Are they getting crazy yet? No, they look pretty good. Now, is that enough to load the recognizer? First off, let's come over here, reload, clear everything out of memory, come back into Spiels. Loading face, loading language model. This is disabled up here, which is great. It's failing here. Not sure why yet. It's not that deprecation. Oh, I'm pretty sure I know what it is. Yeah, it was just there was nothing to generate a new re-render of the test pane. So I need something that will trigger a re-render. Let's go to test interactions again. Okay. Init test, and then yeah, huh. I mean, I could return a promise from init test. Or I could just make it an async function. Well, the two things I said are not two different things. That's actually what it would be doing. So let's see. Okay, hold on. So who's going to call init test? The general interactions. But I do like it being able to come back and show this part of the screen before it finishes loading everything on the right. Okay, I think I got it. So key thing is the spiel. The spiel, as soon as I get it loaded and I add a revision for it, the screen will update. And that's the main thing I wanted to keep available. The rest of this stuff it's tricky though, because this init core needs the head component. It'll set disabled. Set disabled is used in other things. So I kind of need that to be one of the first things that happens. Technically, if I was following my own conventions, this face events thing shouldn't be here. So I don't want to mess with that too much. I could put this stuff here. could do a wait here. What would that give me? I've like lost track what I was trying to do. Here, let me just watch this whole thing. Oh yeah, I want some kind of update after init test. Okay, just make this asynchronous. Okay, you can make it beautifully concurrent later on. For this, we need to I always forget the syntax for this. It's something like return promise resolve. Okay, and then maybe I gotta do a new promise resolve. Okay, then inside of here, say I think that's it. So I just wrap the callback in a promise, essentially. Okay, now let's see if I get the nice experience I want. Okay, it's loading the face. Did it load the language model? I think it did. Yeah, I'll pull this in so I can read the console log a bit better. Yeah, Voska's going. Okay, 5:15. I've got the thing initializing. Now I want to see it actually doing stuff. So let's see. I want recognizer, unmute. Let's just do this so I don't have to do that. Okay, recognizer unmute when you start the test, and then mute when you stop the test. Yeah, like that. All right, we shall try it. Hey. See, player started speaking. Player, hey. I am talking now. See, you can see it right here. You can see all my speech. Start and stop of speaking works just fine. Very nice. Okay. Well, I finished that too quickly. So that means I'll make some refinements with the rest of my time here. But first, let me use the restroom real quick, then I'll be right back.
She's one of those in the first place. But do we understand?
Hey, just look away.
What a bruise.
Pushing on its own doesn't matter.
Violet, I've pushed people by accident.
He's upset, but he's always upset.
She's probably fine, but don't draw attention to
I
yourself.
don't care if she's a pusher.
What?
It'll go back to normal. Just wait a
People
bit.
want to ruin it for everyone else.
Send the other one and see what they say.
Okay, you're saying
Hey,
she's too
nobody
pushy.
died.
You should be more
Can we
afraid
get a
of me.
beard in here? Why is it that hard? She just wanted people to clear a path.
She pushed someone
She's one of those types.
at first glance, but do we understand?
Hey, just look away.
What a bruise.
Pushing on its own doesn't matter.
She violent. I've pushed people by accident.
I'd rather we not focus on that's the bad look.
He's upset, but he's always upset.
She's probably fine, but don't draw attention to
I
yourself.
don't care if she's a pusher.
What?
It'll go back to normal. Just wait a bit.
People want to ruin it for everyone else.
Send the other one and see what they say.
Okay, you're saying
Hey,
she's too
nobody
pushy.
died.
You should be more
Can we
afraid
get
of
a
me.
beard in here? Why is it that hard? She just wanted people to
All right. So, okay, I hit stop and I can see that it muted the speech recognition. That's great. Recognition is working quite well. I'm not surprised because I played with this a lot earlier. Vosk and Caldy underneath is just, it's a fantastic tech. It's underrated. Not enough people know about it. And part of the reason is just doesn't have like the giant marketing push that one of the Fangs would have. This is an open source accomplishment. But it rivals Siri and Cortana and Alexa and Google Voice, and it's just right up there with them. It works great, and it's purely offline, and it's free. So, yeah. It's amazing. And honestly, there should be many more things that are using it. Many more. It should be like a default solution in the same way that maybe WordPress would be a default solution for people that are throwing together a website with a CMS. It's just that good. But people aren't using it that much. Well, that's fine. All the more glory for me. Okay. You know what it is? I think we've gotten in the habit of waiting for good things to come from Fang too much. It's like it's not real unless Fang, you know the Fangs. It's not real unless Fang said it's real. It's not important unless Fang said it's important. It's not Fang unless Fang bought the company that made it, you know, OpenAI, whatever. Then suddenly, oh, it must be a big deal. Microsoft cares about it. Meta cares about it. So, what can I say? We should all open our eyes and look around a little bit more and not be so keen on whatever the largest players are talking about. Okay, a nice refinement to make would be to mute and unmute based on if the character's talking or not. So let's do this. The conversation manager needs to drive it. Yeah, so bind recognizer, that's the one. Alphabetize. Go ahead. Okay, so if we've got the recognizer set, oops. Oh no, that's right, okay. Yeah. Okay. So that should turn it off and on. I'm going to test it out now. Hey. Hey. Doesn't seem like it turned it off there. Hey. I think it might be buffering while it's muted. Something's off. Yeah, Titans are off. Hey. I guess it is a little bit hard to time it like right in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see any muting. I don't see any muting. Muting. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Let's stop. Are you mute now? You are. Good. Okay. But when you're playing here... Okay, there is a way to figure this out. Add text. Muting. Or muted. Okay. Okay. It's not putting any lines there for mute and unmute. So that makes me think that, oh, I know what it is. I never called bind recognizer. That's all it is. We're going to see what happens. Go into test interactions and we say okay, I think this will do it. Let's try it again. Hey. Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. What are you doing? What are you doing? You'll be back in 5 minutes. Test. Test. Okay, can I talk? Okay, can I talk? Can I just say something? Okay, this is going to be tricky. This is going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky. So one thing I can do is if the player starts speaking and they get, that word in edgewise, then I can stop him from talking for the duration of the player talking. In fact, I've already done that in a different demo. I know it works. I'm thinking ahead to other work I need to do as well. Okay, I think I'm pretty close to a stopping point here, to be honest. It's just the things I need to get into next are just going to need me to be fresh, and they're going to need me to have a block of time in front of me. So I'm just sitting here trying to think of little things I can do that take less than a half hour, and I'm coming up dry. This might be a pretty good time to stop the stream. I am pretty happy to see all the speech recognition working. I think I'm going to turn off this thing where it outputs all the text, because that's just very wordy. I'll leave it. I'll make a good demo for tomorrow. Okay.
She pushed someone.
So, stopping the stream right about now.